First things first, though,
Yeah.
why a bookstore in 2025? It seems so counterintuitive. I know you've been, building the community of readers. You've been very passionate about books and the importance of reading. But I'm sure you faced your share of skeptics. So tell us a little bit about why a bookstore in this day and age.
Before I let the skeptics have a say, I started building the bookstore. So it was too late to do anything about it. And the reason why I set up a bookstore and the kind of bookstore that Kunzum is in a cultural space, an experiential space, simply for one reason, because somebody had to. See, the thing is, in this whole age of materialism, where our lives are dictated by oligarchs, so much technology and everything, like what is really core to us, like books, art, literature, culture, nature, like these are things if human beings are not connected to, right? We will lose that empathy, we will lose a sense of reason, we will lose anything that constitutes a thing called love, right? And if we don't have that, then what are we really existing for, right? So I just thought, okay, let's set up these bookstores because see, we need these oases in society. And yeah, that's really the
I love
of
it.
course, yeah, because of course I'm trying to build a business around it, but
Yeah.
the fact is that everything can't be about economics.
So this is interesting because, of course, I'm a reader first and an author, as you know. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very, very important for people like me that you're successful.
Yeah.
But I didn't know until last year when I was doing research for something that fiction, for example, we're told that fiction is one of the best ways to learn empathy. It's one of the most important. Obviously, it makes sense when you think about it, but there's studies that
Yeah.
have been done. When you look at how the community around Kunzum has gone, and of course it has been successful because you
Yeah.
have, I see that there are constantly events, there are always organically sort of community-led events going on at Kunzum. Can you talk us through like, some of those pillars? Because I know, at the start you were saying as well that you wanted to make sure that the curation of the books was there, that there is a community around it. And as you said, experiences around reading are something that, you have been doubling down on, even as it seems now that people need to be brought back to this. This was very, I guess, organic when we were young. But reading now is something you kind of have to sometimes bring people back to and share that it's not that difficult. Can you take us through a little bit about that?
Yeah, actually, since you mentioned growing up, we were actually told, put these books away. You're reading too many books, right? And now it's actually the opposite, that why didn't you pick up a book, right? The problem is that not enough parents are even saying or pick up a book either to their children or to themselves. Okay, it's all right if somebody's using technology, parents couldn't be fussed about it. But coming to Kunzum, I think we built it on the, like you already mentioned them, right? We built them on certain pillars, which we call the multiple C's. One is the whole curation, right? The kind of books we have and the number of books we have, that was important. There is this whole culture that we want to build, culture where people come together through events, through conversations, that face-to-face connect. That is extremely important, and that it automatically forms the other C, which is community, right? So we have these communities coming together.